Maria?
Yeah. We'll just wait for another 2-3 minutes and then we start.
And Heaven is there too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Heaven. How are you?
Good. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for making this happen, and thank you for you and your team. And this is just the beginning. Okay.
Yeah.
So
For sure. Yeah.
we will have more, kind of this sessions in the future. So I think apart from Nigerian Students Association, I think there are a few more people joining. So that's good. But I will focus on mainly the Nigerian group. Barnan, where are you from?
Philippines.
Sorry?
Philippines.
You're from Philippines. Okay, that's good. I think Zubair is where you are from, Zubair?
I'm from Nigeria.
You are from Nigeria. Okay, that's good.
And I have a friend here as well. She's from Zimbabwe.
From Zimbabwe. Oh, and Yunnan? Yunnan are you from China? Okay, I think, oh yes, okay. Thank you for joining too. So we are multinational here. Anyways, this is normal for me. So, Haria, can we get going? Just first slide that we can talk about.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So Varun, you are right now from Philippines, or you are within Canada?
Right now I'm in Regina.
In Regina, okay. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Okay. Okay, I think it's a Saturday afternoon. Many people are busy in their schedule, but we are hoping to have some more joining from within Canada and outside of Canada, and we have a small presentation. Main objective for today is to understand the requirements, for SINP, and you may have some questions regarding your postgraduate work permit, or in the future your PR through job, or any question that you have, we can answer at the end of the session. So just to give you an idea about the company, so Greentech Resources is the company that was established in 2016, and it was me who started the organization. It was very small. So I came to Saskatchewan a long time back, and during 2007, 8, 9 till 2011, I worked for different companies here in Saskatchewan and government of Saskatchewan as well, with the Sask Power. I worked for 6.5 years. Then Research Council, Saskatchewan Research Council, for almost a year, not even full year. But I have worked internationally with Cargill, BASF, Indian Tobacco, then Syngenta, Vanderhave, all those international companies. And after that, I started this company for helping more immigrants or newcomers to Canada to settle in Canada. So a little bit of myself, you can look into my LinkedIn profile, and I'm a registered Canadian immigration consultant. And I have done my executive MBA from University of Regina, from Levin School of Management. And I did my PMP, that is Project Management Professionals, from PMI US. And there I have done a few supply chain management courses and designations also. I did my risk management designation from University of Toronto. And I have worked and did business in more than 40 countries in the world so far. So the objective for me and my team is to help you successfully settle down in Canada, and that is anything to do with the immigration and job opportunities, or if you need any mentorship in terms of how to settle with different things that you want to know, that I can help and my team can help. So in not going to too much of my background or my company background, this is we can discuss later on, but today's webinar is basically to talk about the Saskatchewan nominee program. And I am registered with the government of Saskatchewan with the SINP as a licensed recruiter. And we as a team recruiting people from across the world. Now, I'm seeing Dave McKenzie is joining. He's connecting the audio. Hi, Dave. Dave, do you hear us? Okay, let's get going. So Saskatchewan Immigrant Nominee Program is basically designed to help students and foreign workers to stable in Saskatchewan, and we have different programs under this immigration nominee program within Saskatchewan to get to that point. So nominee program as a whole is every province of Canada has their own special program. In Saskatchewan, it's called Saskatchewan Immigrant Nominee Program. It covers, as I told you before, it covers the students, it covers the skilled workers, skilled trades professionals, and business entrepreneurs and farm workers, farm entrepreneurs. And there are some subcategories like care industry, food service industry, trucking industry. Those are some subcategories. Ria, go to the next slide. Okay. Now, this SINP is basically categorized into 4 categories. That is international skilled workers. So time to time, SINP, like Saskatchewan Nominee Program, announces the the lottery-based, and not lottery, it's a skill-based, point-based system, SINP grid, that somebody has to go up minimum 60 out of 100 to be qualified, but the number of cut-off points are getting to more than 70s these days. It was not before in the past when I came to Saskatchewan, and slowly people came to know about Saskatchewan and the opportunities available in Saskatchewan, and then the points gone higher. So SINP has 4 different categories that you are seeing in the screen. International skilled worker category, basically for skilled trade and skilled worker positions. Saskatchewan experience category, under this category, most of the students who are within Saskatchewan falls under, because if they work here more than 6 months and have a job offer that is approved by LMIA or provincial nomination, they can apply for this category as well. There is a Canadian experience class category also that needs at least 1 year of full-time employment within Canada to apply for that Canadian experience class category. Entrepreneurship category is something that it's a different topic. I do not think any one of you have interest or intending towards this category. If any one of you are looking at entrepreneurship category, we can talk about offline or talk about this category offline. And there is one more new program that Saskatchewan government brought recently is a student entrepreneur class. So that has got something to do with the students within Saskatchewan. And again, I have seen 90% or more than that are not intending to do that category as of yet. But if you have interest or you want to know in future how you can get through that category, we can be helpful to you. So farm category is again different. I can discuss not at this point of time because our today's webinar is a different set of protocols. So so do you meet the criteria? Most of you who are in this webinar, probably either you are within Canada in Saskatchewan having studies, or somebody who is outside of Canada looking to come to Canada in Saskatchewan to study. So if you want to be qualified as a student towards your PR, you should have your completion of your study for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, doesn't matter. But once you complete your study, you get a completion letter. And with the completion letter, you go to the government to get a postgraduate work permit. Once you have the postgraduate work permit, you can work for 6 months full time, and then you apply for a job which is SINP or LMI approved towards your PR. So this is very important to understand that it is not only 6 months you work here, but if you apply, you have to have a job offer which is already SINP or LMIA approved. That is one area that you need to focus on. Other than that, you need to have studies completed within Saskatchewan. You need to have at least CLB 4 for making the bottom line. So that are the few minimum requirements, but the more you have, the more you gain points. Okay, now next slide. This is a link where you can look at the eligibility criteria. If you have more questions, you are always welcome to contact Ria on the email or WhatsApp messages. We have 24/7 WhatsApp message possibility, so you can ask those questions. Okay, so this is the same thing that I was talking about. You have done your studies, that is completed. Own field of studies. So that is a very, very important thing that you need to understand, that if you are studying history and you find a job in geography, it will not match unless if it is up to 6 months or 1 year and you have proven your capacity or skills in the geography field. So like somebody who is whose field of study is mechanical engineering, he cannot be an electrical engineer unless and until he has the qualification to do it. So a mechanical engineer should have a job related to his field, or a field that he already worked on, or he has sufficient knowledge and expertise on the field that he is working. May not be the mechanical engineering, maybe a food service scenario, but it has to be properly organized that yes, you have done a lot of hours on this and you want to stay in this field, and you have proven that you are doing well. So most of the cases, SINP will say yes, but they will raise the question about your field of study. That is also very, very important. For the SINP, you need this kind of documents: postgraduate work permit, work experience credentials, and job offer. Job offer is a very tricky matter, because all the job offers are not allowed for your nomination. Nomination needs the jobs which are SINP approved. The process is your employer has to apply for the job approval. If your employer is not registered yet with SINP, the rule is you have to have at least 1 year of business in Saskatchewan to be eligible to become an employer who will be eligible to get foreign workers. And students under postgraduate work permit still are foreign national, so you will be considered as a foreign worker until you get the permanent residency. Okay. Now, language credentials I already mentioned, and educational credentials that you have completed the studies within Saskatchewan, and passports, licensing documents if you are licensed, if you are into licensing category like nurses, physiotherapist, hairstylist, all those categories need licenses on mechanical jobs. Okay, now these are very, very important that you have to have your passport, at least, valid till 1.5 years to 2 years. And you have work permit. You did not work anytime other than your normal allowable hours being as a student. So if you did a job, beyond your 20 hours during your studies, and CRA finds it, or the provincial government finds it, that would be not beneficial for you. It would be questioned and red flagged. Go to the next slide. Okay, how we can help? Our team can do all the documentation, application. We also provide, mentorships as well as consultations, and mostly paid. And then we have some assistance we can provide with the job, finding the job, and we have some protocols to manage for that. And after you get a job, and then we can also help you to file your nomination as well as your PR. I know that it is so easy to do the nomination application and the PR application, but most of the people that come to us is saying that, oh, I did this mistake. Oh, I did not know this. So it is better to have someone handles your files to make you successful, rather than being sorry after you made a mistake by doing by your own. I'm not telling telling that it's mandatory to take somebody's service, but if you take service, it will be double eyes looking at your file to make sure that what you are submitting is actually what is required. These are the main areas that we serve. We have 3 columns. One is immigration, recruitment, and settlement. So under immigration, any kind of visa, any kind of postgraduate work permit, sponsorship, parent and grandparents caregiver program, in any kind of visa that needs to come to Canada, work in Canada, and to become a permanent resident and towards the citizenship, we can help you. I am fully licensed as a Canadian immigration consultant, and I have a full license for recruitment of foreign workers as well. Recently, we launched our job portal, which is first of its kind in Saskatchewan. And Ria, if you can just possibly log into the site itself, then we can explain a little bit better. www dot just yeah CIC Canadajobs.com. Okay, so now this is our site, and with this, like we are posting the jobs which are currently available, and in future you will be having more jobs that will be listed in this site across Canada. We are trying to promote this site to other recruiters, other employers, and other immigration consultants across Canada. So you need to do is you have to register as a candidate, and you have to fulfill your 100% profile, and that would be uploaded in the candidate section, and we can promote your resumes to the potential employers. So this is one way that you can attract your potential employer to look at your resume and your information. And this site is 100% secure. We manage with the highly security, and we have an IT team. They are looking at the site every time. So if you put any wrong information, it will be flagged. Or if you are trying to do anything wrong with the site, not you, but anyone, we are looking at the site all the time to make sure it is safe and secure and confidential for what it is made for. So anyways, I think going back to the slide again, and we are almost, my part is almost done. So it will be open for the questions. So you are free to ask questions, and Ria will take care of the question and answer session. So over to Ria, please.
Yeah. Is anyone having any type of questions? You can drop your questions in the chat box if you want.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I just wanted to ask, what are the qualifications for express entry?
Yeah, so you are looking for your express entry. Express entry, you need to have CLB. Every single category, you need to have minimum 6 points, and then these days it is going around 472, 475 in that range of CRS score. You need to have minimum 1 year of experience full time, and you need to have a bachelor degree or master's that is to be evaluated by either WES or other agencies, which is called Academic Credential Assessment. It's called ECA, Educational Credential Assessment. If you want to know more about your express entry, I think it is better to talk to us offline, and then we can take care of it.
Okay, perfect. And how much is your consulting services?
Zubair, you are Zubair, right?
Yeah. Well, we're together. I'm just his friend, Joyce.
Mm-hmm.
That's my name.
Okay, so what you can do is Ria can send you the email address to contact, and then you can talk to our office, or they can also reach you by WhatsApp or email that you are comfortable with.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and anyone else having any type of questions?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So yeah, I recently received my postgrad work permit. However, my wife got disapproved because I did not have an NOC qualified job. So what do you suggest that we do?
Okay, so you have a postgraduate work permit.
Yes,
Your wife is in Philippines.
here in Regina too.
Okay, what she's not getting?
Sorry.
What is the problem?
Oh, because supposedly I should have an NOC qualified job for me to get her as my dependent here.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, did you work during your studies?
I did, but I didn't know that I should have an NOC qualified job. So I was working at a hotel as housekeeper, and then so I didn't know that at that time I should have an NOC A, B, and O job. So that's the reason why she got disapproved because of the NOC
Yeah,
job.
this is correct. Okay, so what I say is, Varun, can you see me in my office sometime next week?
Oh, for sure. Okay, yeah, that will be
So
good.
if you're based in Regina, then RBC building, we have office. If you're based in Saskatoon, then we have office in CIBC building downtown.
Okay.
And if you are anywhere from Calgary, Edmonton, or Abbotsford, Winnipeg, we have offices there too. So I do not think anybody is from those other places. But Saskatoon, we have office, and Regina also. It's in RBC building, 7th floor.
RBC building. Yeah, I can go to the RBC building.
Yeah.
What's the best day to go there? I mean,
Actually, you have to make an appointment. If you call 306-500-1704. Any other question from anybody?
I have a question.
Okay.
It's Heaven.
Yes, Heaven.
Yes, if someone that's an international student. Oh, you don't see? Am I off?
Sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
So if someone is an international student and they were in a placement or apprenticeship, you mentioned that you have to respect that 20-hour like maximum that they give for international students.
Correct.
So do they need to apply for like a different kind of work permit before they go do that? Because those typically they're off school and just work.
So the rule is, if you are not full-time student, or if you have official off from the school, you can work as many number of hours. You do not need any special work permit or no other permission. But if you are registered as a full-time student, you cannot, even though if you are not attending your school for whatsoever your personal reason, you are not supposed to work outside of your campus for more than 20 hours.
Okay. And I had a second question. For the SINP approved places, let's say someone ended up working like with a company, and let's say they're working for that year, and they realized in their like 4th month like mark that this company is not registered under that. If that company kind of realized that and gave them either a contract or registered and got approved, would those 4 months be like not considered in the total amount that they had worked, or how would that work?
It will be considered as worked, only if the postgraduate work permit is valid during that time. Okay. So, and I should talk about the registration part of it, because Varnan also asked the similar question. For a company who can give the SINP approved job, has a process. The company has to have at least 1 year in the business within Saskatchewan, paying the taxes and making profits. I mean, that is not very, very urgent in the profit scenario. I mean, a new business within 1 year. Always there is a business. 3 to 5 years, they have the business things. But if the business is sustainable and the business is providing the employee the pay and making the business plan sustainable, then they can apply for the registration. But if the company is in loss for more than 6 months or 1 year or something, they will be asked questions. I have seen that kind of companies also got registration and approval because they have proven that with this employee and we are going to get business in future. So that is also possible. So I'm not saying that somebody is doing negative income and they cannot be approved. No. It depends on the requirement of the jobs and availability of the candidates within Canada that they are struggling with. If they are not getting such kind of candidates, so they can go for the application. Is it clear to you?
Yes, that's very
And
clear.
the process of SINP registration is there are a few documents like the tax documents, the company ownership documents, corporate registry documents, lease documents, place of ownership documents. There are a few documents that they need to go to SINP for the registration. If you need more information, we are there to help. If any employer is new and they do not know how to register, we can also help. We are helping hundreds of employers all over Saskatchewan. So it's not new to us, so we can help.
Okay.
And also one more thing that we are not only Saskatchewan. Our company has grown a little bit towards Alberta, Manitoba, and British Columbia also, and we are soon opening in Ontario as well. So it's not only Saskatchewan. Go ahead, do you have any other question?
Yeah, sorry, I just had a few written down. So you said you have some in Calgary, because I'm currently now in Calgary. If you could just if one of you could put that information in the chat, that would be.
What you are doing in Calgary? Can you do me a favor? Can you talk to me offline?
For sure.
Ria has my number, and she can arrange an discussion with you.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. And in how many Nigerian students are there in UFS?
I can get you that number, but they typically don't collect that information. But we could reach out to USS UNC if they can give us that information. That's just not something that we have off of our hands.
Okay. Because what our objective is to reach out to the different students association to make sure that students who are coming to Saskatchewan, they are having some support. And with the new job portal that we launched, it is not only for only immigrants, it is for local recruitment also. So we want to give everybody similar opportunity and help who needs help. That is kind of a idea. But most of the foreign students who come to Canada, they eventually need a job and eventually need a PNP, and it's for the future in residency.
Okay, thank you. That's all the questions I had.
Yeah. So it's African. I know from Africa, Kenya. I know Zimbabwe, from Nigeria, there Sudan. There are so many countries. People are coming to Saskatchewan, and it's made very, very diversified. Our student community, and so I teach sometime in SIAST, Saskatchewan Polytechnic, and I go for some special events in other universities as well. So I've seen some
Diverse group, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And we want to reach out to all of the international students. Yeah, Zubair, go ahead.
Yes. I was going to ask if, like, the Canadian experience class, whether someone can apply where they were still like in school, or did they have to finish school first?
Uh, you need a full-time job for 1 year. And please remember that Canadian experience class has a separate selection criteria, and you have to score up to that marks to attain that eligibility. But a Canadian experience class, you can have, when you are studying, you can also add that number of hours as well. Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Once again, I thank you very much. We are trying to reach out to all the students who are international students here in Saskatchewan, to make their path towards the permanent residency. And our website, Ria will share, that is www.greentechresources.ca. And we have the job site, and that is also, Ria can type in chat section, that is www.ciccanadajobs.com. And we have a immigration forum site that you can post your questions and we can answer for free, but you have to wait for 4 to 5 days to get the answer. So every week we get the questions, and next week we are answering on the site. The forum site is www.canadaimmigrationforum.ca. Okay, so these are the sites that you can look into, and our office right now in Regina, in Saskatoon, in Calgary, Edmonton, Winnipeg, Abbotsford, and we are opening in Ontario very soon. So and we have also all kinds of social media. So I am available, my full name, Manoj Goswami. I'm available in LinkedIn. We have our company LinkedIn, and we have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We have TikTok also. We just started in TikTok recently, and that is gaining some attraction. And please, one thing, that this job site will be very, very useful for the students. And please upload your profile, register as a candidate, upload your full profile, 100% profile, and we will be promoting towards to the employers across Canada. So increase your chance to get hired. That is very, very important. This is a very, very unique portal that we launched, and I guess I have not seen portal like this where the candidates are featured properly towards the employers. So take an advantage of it. And very soon we are launching mobile apps, first time its kind for the employers. So let's say somebody who is interested to hire 5 cooks or 5 food service supervisor, 1 mechanic, or 1 office admin, or geographical technician, doesn't matter. He has to, or she has to go to the mobile apps, just ask, answer a few questions and save, and comes to us. Then we will go through all our data bank and then send them the resumes. So it will reduce their time of posting jobs, going through the thousands of resumes, taking the interviews with good or bad candidates. So that will reduce their time of waste. And that is, we are launching in a couple of weeks from now. We are testing in Android and iOS right now. So it will be good for all of us. And that mobile app has a link to our job portal as well. So as a candidate, you can use the mobile app as well as a candidate. But it is meant for mainly for the employer. But time to time, you can look at the job with your mobile apps as well. Yeah. It will be named as Click Hire. That is what we have named so far. And it is being registered with iOS this week, and Android we have already registered. So keep an eye, and just to spread the word for helping other people as well. Thank you.
I think Zubair and Heaven have a question here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Heaven, go ahead.
If it's free, like the portal, just in case people ask us when we kind of advertise it, like is there like a subscription people have to pay to upload their
No. If somebody wants to promote their profile specially, that is totally different. Yeah, that has a cost, but loading their profile and keeping their profile in our site, there is no cost. But if somebody wants put urgent or something that that he or she is targeting to catch the employers more, there are very, very nominal charges that they can do it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, if you go to the portal and there is a package link, and under the package link, everything is described. Okay, and the easy name to understand, like CICCanadajobs.com, CICCanadajobs.com. That's it. So you will be seeing, and it's a different kind of unique website. Once you use it, you will see the difference. Whatever in the market, we have done a due diligence, and our IT team worked for 7 months to create this website. So it's very, very useful for you and for all the students that are interested to promote their resume to the employers. Thank you so much. And once again, African Student Association, I thank you so much for me and my team, and hope we will be doing such kind of webinars or workshop or seminars in future. And thank you, Heaven, especially to you, just giving us an opportunity to get in touch with you. Okay. And all the best to everyone. And last but not the least, I want to thank you, Ria, who has taken this initiative. It's growing slowly. We just started a few weeks here, and we will be doing it more and more in coming months. Thank you, and have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, everyone.
Take care.